among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing eyes and sorrow of mind.
That's slavery right there. In all these nations and everywhere our people have been, we have found no ease, no salvation, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Go to 68. Now watch this here.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
This is key. This is the key. Here's the key. This is the key. You hear what he's saying? The Most High thy God should bring us into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt means bondage. House of bondage. These would
to prove that we're gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6.
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6.
Thank you.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. So that proves that the word Egypt means bondage. What do bondage mean? Slavery.
This was our people. These were not Africans. See, they lied again. As we can see, it says Negroes. We're not Hamitic. We're not from the seed of Ham. These were Levites, Benjamites in Judah, primarily on these ships. That's it. These were not Africans, man. Now, they done told us all our life in school that Africans were the slaves, and we are the descendants of them. No. Africans are the ones who helped put us into captivity, along with your Arab nation. They've all been complicit against the children of Israel to destroy us. And it's happening right now. Our brothers and sisters are sleeping, have no idea what's going on. First and foremost, the president that's in the White House, he is not of Judah descent. He's of Hamitic descent. His father's from Kenya. Whatever the man seed is what you are. And that's it. Keep going, brother.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Now, what we shouldn't see again? What is he talking about? Our homeland. We ain't going to see our homeland no more. America is not your home. To prove that, go to Micah 2 and 10 right quick. Go to Micah 2 and 10. Just to prove this. That this is not our homeland. This is not our homeland, brothers and sisters. This is our captivity. Now, our captivity is being lifted up off of us. And the powers that are in place know this. They know this book. America is a vortex form. That's why so much homosexuality and killing and destruction. And Judah will not come back to them. Our people are everywhere. Read Micah 2 and 10, Nigel.
Micah 2, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
You hear that? You hear what it's saying? Now to link in with this, we can go straight to Revelations 18 and 1. We can go straight to Revelations 18 and 1, but we ain't gonna go there yet. You hear what it's saying? Finish reading that, Nigel. Start again. Start it again, brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not our homeland. This is not our resting place. This was our captivity. This place was our captivity. They know who we are. We don't know who we are. There's going to be a lot of people celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. Amos 5:21, he says, man, you do not partake in their solemn assemblies whatsoever. Finish reading, brother.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
See what it's saying? This place has destroyed us spiritually and mentally and physically. Yeah. Okay. Let's go Go back. Finish reading Deuteronomy 28:68. Finish reading, brother.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Our homeland.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
I mean a slave man and a slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
Martin couldn't get us out this mess. Malcolm X couldn't do it. And brothers and sisters, so help me. That guy in office can't do it. He ain't gonna do it. He has an agenda, and it's gonna take place. You think what happened in New York was something? You just wait and hold fast. Watch what's coming to Chicago. It's gonna be catastrophic. They setting it up. They run around here with their Obama pendants. They run around with their Obama shirts. I got your back. He got your back too. Why you think he was crying? I'm going to tell you something about it. That's Hollywood. That's all Hollywood. They speaking codes. When they both up there debating, they talking about war and they talking about drugs. This is all it is. Why you think he was crying? Because he know what he's got, he know what he have to do. He's going to have to destroy Israel. If you think I'm lying, go to Psalms 83 and 2. Go to Psalms 83 and 2.
Can you give us a hint on what's that catastrophic might be?
Brother, listen. It's going to be something major. They setting it all up. They setting it up. Maybe an earthquake. Ain't no telling. Go to Psalms 83 and 2 right quick and read that right quick.
Psalms chapter 83 verse 2. It says, "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult."
Okay, now listen. We say your enemies. These are the people that's complicit against Israel, the children of Israel. These are the people that's complicit right here against all of us. These are the people that's complicit against us. Remember they had the UN down there? They had it blocked off all the time. They already talking about the destructions, what they're going to do. How can we get these people? Do what we're getting ready to do. Huh? Rahm Emanuel is Jewish.
Homosexual.
He's Jewish, man. And he's a homosexual. Believe it or not, the president is one too. The reason why they did what they did to the guy who was getting ready to expose him, they had to get rid of him. They had to get rid of him. That was the guy that was the choir director of Jeremiah Wright's church. He was going to tell on him. Yes, he is. His wife is a witch. They all serve one. She's an Eastern Star. Yes, they serve Jabulon. That's Satan.
I seen on Vogue magazine.
Finish reading, bro. Now, we finna go into all these people that's complicit against us. Now, when he getting ready to start reading, I'm going to explain to you who these people are. And their nationalities. Finish reading.
I'm finishing off verse 2. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Oh, now, what do you mean by that? They have lifted up their heads. They up high and mighty now. They telling you not. Yes, listen. We are satanic. Ain't no more, listen. You remember how Masons used to do their handshakes and be in cover and secrecy? It's none of that no more. They done lifted up their heads. The UN was down there. They done lifted up their heads. Some of them, man, yeah, this is what we're getting ready to do. We're going to destroy them through eugenics, through the food, through the doctrine. Their heads is lifted up now. They finna go to work now. This is it. This is it, brothers and sisters. Finish reading.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Now, who are the hidden ones? The hidden ones, come on.
Are the ones without their heritage. You know?
The hidden ones are the ones who don't have a clue what's going on.
Right.
They don't have a clue. They out partying right now. They getting ready to go kicking and have a nice time. They don't have a clue what's going on. Finish.
Verse 4. They have said, "Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation."
Here you go. Let us cut them off from being a nation. So they don't think as one. Let's keep them away from their God. Because we give them their God and they find out who they are, and they all come back, they can empower their God.
So that's all of them on that. That's the nation.
This is it. These are the 12 tribes. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. This is it. We wasn't given religions now. We wasn't given a religion. Keep reading, bro.
They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
That's the reason why you don't know who you are. That the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. Let's get rid of them. Why? Because if we link in right now, in Genesis 3 and 15, when the Most High said this here, to the serpent seed and to thy woman's seed, I will put enmity, means hatred. There are two seeds in this world. One is of the Most High, and one is of Satan. And that's who we represent, the Most High, spiritually.
The woman seed.
And they know this. They know this. Do you understand, man? They know this. They know what's going on. Our people don't. Finish reading. Watch this here.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Now that's when they go set up at the UNs. They sitting around at the big table. Because I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no Negroes. Judah ain't in there. L. Sharpton ain't in there. Jesse Jackson ain't in there. Ain't none of our leaders in there. Farrakhan ain't in there. Ain't none of them in there. Let's find out who's all these people in there.
They are confederate against thee. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom. That's your white.
Red.
Come on, man. Full-blooded. Keep going.
And the Ishmaelites.
Who is your Ishmaelites?
The gas station.
Oh, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. Assalamu alaikum. Fooling you, worshiping Satan, unknowingly. For they worship not who they know. This is our people, man. He's telling you the people who are confederate against us. These people are doing their thing. They doing what they're supposed to do. Why? Because the Most High has put that spirit on them. Hoping that we may come back to him. Hoping that we may come back to him. Keep reading, man. Let's find out the rest of these people who are confederate against the 12 tribes of Israel.
Of Moab.
Keep going.
And the Hagarenes.
Who are your Hagarenes? Those are your modern day Egyptians. Those are your so-called Africans. I looked the word up. Hagarene means Egyptians. Keep going.
Verse 7. Gabal.
Yeah. Keep on.
And Ammon. And Amalek.
Who is Amalek?
To be utterly destroyed.
That's them people over there in Israel trying to be you. Hey, I can prove it. Go to Matthew 5:17. Let's find out what Christ said. If you don't believe that you are the original Jew through bloodline, I need you to do some homework and tell me who you are then. Because you're not an African American and you're not a Muslim. Go to Matthew 5:17. Let's find out what Christ said. No. Revelation 2 and 9. Revelation 2 and 9. This is what he's talking about, his people. Revelation 2 and 9.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation, in poverty, but thou art rich.
Now he's talking about his people. He know what we're going through in this earth. Our people are primarily poor. We don't have nothing. We ain't calling no shots. He said, but we are rich. What is he talking about rich in? He's talking about our spirit. Look at our brothers and sisters in that church. Look how they're giving it up to Moloch. Look at them. They're giving it away. Faithfully. He said we are rich in spirit. Keep reading.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
That's a lie. He said, I know the blasphemy of them who say they are Jews and are not. Now, who's calling themselves Jews? Because it sure enough ain't us. We ain't calling ourselves Jews. We calling ourselves everything else except for the child of the Most High. We're calling ourselves everything. Oh, man, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. Oh, no, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. No, I'm a Muslim. No, I'm a Christian. No, I'm a 5-day, 7-day Adventist. No, I'm a Baptist. I'm everything else except for what our history book tells us who we are. The book is simple. It's very simple. Said Isaiah 34 and 16 says, seek ye out the book and read. The only way we're going to get an understanding of who we are is we have to read it. You got to come up out the churches and come up out the mosques. Because the Quran ain't telling us who we are. And Cleflo Dollar and T.D. Jakes, sure enough ain't telling us who we are. Reverend L. Sharpton ain't, because he's supporting homosexuality. And the Bible tells you don't do it.
Before we finish off the scripture, go to Isaiah 1 and 3. This is going to prove that the people who saying they are the Jews, they not. This scripture going to prove that.
Go right into it. Go right into it, nephew. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
Can I say one more thing, brothers and sisters? This book is our history book. It bears record of who we are. Read now.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. My people do not consider.
Now what he's saying? What is he saying? If you don't know, I'm going to explain it to you.
Well, everybody else know their master, but the children of Israel don't know.
What he's telling, even an ass knows his way back to his master's house. But Judah don't. Why? Because we're chasing after different gods. It's evident. The Negro alone. I ain't talking about no other nationality. I'm not going to talk about Issachar. I ain't going to talk about Ephraim. I'm going to talk about Judah only. Judah is the most rebellious. If us three was out there right now giving away, and if it was 20 Caucasians and 2 Judites, who's Judah out there? Who do you think we're going to get the most flack from? My own people. Just them alone.
Yeah.
They going to give us the business. They going to be the ones rebellious. They don't want to hear nothing. He said even the ass knows his way back to his father's house. So what's the problem with Judah? Judah is rebellious. And to prove that, go to Isaiah 30 and 9. We're going to start at 30 and 8 to prove my point about Judah. Judah alone. Now watch what the Most High is saying. Check this out.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
Here it goes. That means generation to generation, forever and ever. That means from generation to generation. Go write this down. Read.
Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
Here it go.
Lying children.
Here it go.
Children that will not hear the law of the Most High.
We don't want to hear nothing. We ain't trying to hear nothing. Just tell me that it's okay for me to eat this pork chop sandwich and pray it up. Tell me that I can go party. I don't want to hear nothing. Our people don't want to hear nothing, man. Tell me that I can serve Allah. Tell me that I can be a man. Just tell me this is my God here. We don't want to hear nothing. Judah ain't trying to hear it. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. Christ said, broad is the way that leads to destruction. So where they going to be at Sunday? They're going to be on 75th, and they're going to be in all the whorehouses. Christ called them that. Our people going to be everywhere. He said, this is a lying children. Children who don't want to hear the laws. Don't want to hear nothing. Finish reading.
Verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not.
That's us right here. Keep going.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
That's us again.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Now what he say about prophesy not to us right things? That you, the children of Israel, they don't want to hear that. That you ain't supposed to eat swine. They don't want to hear that. That you ain't supposed to uphold homosexuality. They don't want to hear that, to each his own. That, man, the Sabbath is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. They don't want to hear that either. They want to hear smooth deceit. Just lie to them. Just tell me it's okay for me to just break all the laws. Tell me that it's okay that the laws are done away with and that we are saved by grace. Jesus got our back. And we're going to finish hitting this here. Yeah, we getting ready to go to Isaiah 29 because we're going to go in on this one right here. We're finna hit our people again. It's Judah. Listen, matter of fact, this is, here you go here. This is these people right here. They ain't trying to hear nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. Now watch what Isaiah getting ready to say about this people right here. Hit it, man.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink."
Hold that right there. You heard what he said? He said, "Stay yourselves and wonder." Have you ever just like, man, it was something about you that was different than everybody else, and you just stayed back just like, man, what's going on? Why? Just stay yourself and wonder. It's like, what's wrong with my people? He said, for they are drunken. What are they drunken off for? The Most High, he said, the earth is his footstool. So that means he's way up there looking down at his people. The one he said is my elect. He said, the ones that I love, this is a special people unto me. He's talking about Israel, who the commandments and the covenant was made with. He's talking about this people here. They staggering. What are they staggering off of? Religions and doctrine. Religions have destroyed the mindset of our people. Religions. We was not given a religion, brothers and sisters. We were given what? Laws. Dietary law. What to eat and what not to eat. He made a machine. This is a machine created by the Most High. So what's Satan's job? His job is to kill it. His job is to do opposite of the Most High. The Most High made him the king of the dung pile. He said, I will be like the Most High. He asked him for, how art thou fallen? That's Isaiah 14 and 12. He said, how art thou fallen? From heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. He want to be just like the Most High. So in this earth, because in Job 9:24 says the earth is given over to the hands of wicked, in this earth in which we living in, Satan is in everything. In the food, he's in your mind, he's in the monetary system, he's in the clothing. Look at all the clothes with all the Baphomet and all the satanic. He's in everything. Signs, symbols, and mathematics. He's everywhere. He who have an ear, let him hear. He who have eyes, let him see. This means hearing spiritually and seeing spiritually. When you come into this when you come into this truth, man, everything is different now. You can stay to yourself and wonder and say, man, cry ye out. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? You stay to yourself and wonder. Something's wrong. Keep reading. Watch this.
Verse 10. For the Most High hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Now you hear what he's saying? This deep sleep. Deep sleep means this. Thank the Most High that you brothers and sisters are in here right now. He didn't put that spirit of deep sleep on you. Because had he put the spirit of deep sleep on you, you wouldn't be in here. Do you understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't be in here. You would be out there. Because you spiritually sleep, don't have a clue what's going on. You ain't trying to hear nothing. So it was something installed at you through the seed when you was racing. When you was racing to break that embryo. It was already in you. That's why you in here. Because all your life you searched. Hey, remember the movie Matrix, right? What did Morpheus say? Morpheus told him, said, I was searching for you all this time. Morpheus told him, he said, all your life you've been seeking and you've been searching. You knew something was not right. And he said, if you take this blue pill, that's the deep sleep. You're going to stay asleep. You're going to get up, go to work. You're going to do everything. You're going to be partying. You're going to be dancing, jamming. You're going to be going to the games. You're going to be watching football games. You're going to do all of this. But if you take this red pill, we can see we in here on this red pill. If you take, bless you. If you take this red pill that we are on in here, the rabbit hole goes deep. Now you're getting ready to learn. You're going to find out who you are and what is your purpose. Why were you created? Why were you created? You were created to be the priesthood unto the world. To be the light. Why you think when Christ said, man, forget them, Father, for they know not what they do? Who do you think he was talking to when he said, forget them, Father, for they know not what they do?
He's talking to the...
He's talking about the people that gave him up, man.
Oh,
yeah, he's talking about Judah when they gave him up. That's who he was talking about. Who do you think he was talking about? Listen, I'm going to tell you how I know. Christ said this here. If you have hated on me, surely they're going to hate you. So what is he talking about? Brother, right now, I'm going to say it once again. If 1, 2, and 3, or all of us was out there on 79th Street giving this truth away, they will hate on us. They ain't trying to hear this, man. They will hate on us. They will hate on us, man. Man, go on with all that. Man, anybody trying to hear that? And guess what you battling against?
Satan.
See, we ain't been say what?
Satan.
Ephesians 6 and 12. We're gonna hit it one more time. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness. These are spirits that you're dealing with. These are spirits, man. When a person's spirit buck up from hearing the truth, that's a spirit on them. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear nothing. You know how many people gonna have them turkeys out there? Watch this here. We're gonna link in where we getting ready to go right now. Where we getting ready to go right now, we're gonna link it straight back to Deuteronomy 28:6-8. Now watch this here. Okay, and we gonna I'm finna put a damp on this next one. Listen. Read right quick. Come on.
It says, "For the Most High have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered." Now,
you hear that? Who he talking about?
The preachers.
Come on. Keep going.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. He didn't cover their eyes. Farrakhan's too. And you know what? Farrakhan may know the truth, but he's a paid taskmaster.
He's a Scientologist.
To keep and he's a Mason. To keep our people asleep. If they got John F. Kennedy, what makes you think they can't get him? Huh? Did you ever think about that? If they went over there and got that man in Libya, who was funding the Nation of Islam, you don't think they can get him? They done told him, man, keep doing what you're doing. You can talk about us all day long. Don't you wake them niggas up. Don't you wake them up. Don't you tell them nothing. You put that Quran right there and you can read out that Bible. Because he read more out the Bible than he do the Quran. Because in the Quran, Surah 122 tells us who we are. That he bestowed a special to the children of Israel. The Quran even knows it. Yes. This covenant was given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Finish reading. Watch this.
Verse 11. "And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed."
Here we go now. This book is given to Thurston. This book is given to T.D. Jakes. Because they ain't all been in them theologian schools. They ain't been to Rome to learn their history book. Now Rome ain't finna tell them. Rome gonna tell them what to do, not what not to do. Rome gonna tell them this is what I need you to do. And then they gonna come all in our communities and infiltrate. This is what he mean by they are drunken off of doctrine. They stagger, they are drunk, and they stagger. This is what he's talking about. The Most High looking at his people staggering everywhere. In all these different religions. Keep reading, now watch this.
"And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
That's your congregation. That's your congregation. Keep going.
Wherefore the Most High said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
Here you go. Now you hear what he's saying? Oh, I love Jesus. Oh man, they gonna say all this, they gonna say all these things, but they didn't remove their heart far from him. How have they removed their heart far from him? Because they ain't obeying or keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that were given to us. You hear me? Keep reading.
And their fear toward me is taught by the
precept of men. Here we go. Now watch this. You hear what he's saying? The laws are done away with. See, that's the precept. See, the fear toward him. Because if you fear the Most High, listen, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Remember when your daddy told you to take out the garbage, and you know your daddy was stern. Mama, you probably are just like, all right, mama, I get in, you're sleepy. She ain't gonna be all mad at you. But with daddy got up. Tony, take that garbage out. I want to see it out by the time I get home. Stern fathers take care of their business when jobs ain't done. Because the Bible says you spare the rod, you spoil the child. He come home from work, garbage taken out, he go clean in on Tony. Same thing the Most High doing to us. Finish reading. Watch this.
Verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid.
There you go. There you go. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Where you ready to go now, brother? Okay. Because I will go there. Okay. Watch this here. Keep going. This is Revelation 2 and 9. We're going to go right back here.
Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Now you hear what Christ said? Judah ain't calling themselves the Jews. Ain't none of these people on this post calling themselves the right thing. So Christ said, I know the works, I know thy works, and I know their poverty, and I know thy tribulation. I know those that say they who say they are Jews but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, who blaspheme and say that they are the Jews but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Who worship in synagogues? You know them guys running around with all that black on, with the things on, with the long. Those are Kabbalists. Those are called Kabbalists. They worship Satan. That's who they worship. They worship Satan.
Go to Jeremiah 2 and 11. Because when you talk to, certain people, and you tell them, like, what's your nationality? They say African American, and you correct them and say, no, don't you know the Bible says you are a Jew, you a Jew? And they don't believe you. So if those people over there in Israel calling themselves Jews, we're going to see what Jeremiah said, because according to this book, the children of Israel are supposed to be in captivity right now. That's what the book said.
There we go.
The book said we wasn't going to know our name. We wasn't going to know our name. The book said we was going to be discontinued from our heritage. So let's see what Jeremiah said.
Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Most High. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Stop. Now you see that? That's Jeremiah. Is Israel a servant? We've been in captivity all our life. all our life. It ain't changed. Just because they let you get a job, nice job, a big house, that don't mean you're not a slave. They just found out a better way to make money off you. They couldn't make a lot more money off you keeping you on the plantation. So they had to build America. So what they do, they freeze you. They had to. But they still making a lot of money off you. Because it's a commercial out right now. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it's a Chinese commercial. And the Chinese even saying that they own part of America. You seen that commercial? Yeah. You gotta see it. It's saying that it's a Chinese dude laughing, and he laughing saying, like, they don't even know. We own them.
Listen,
it just came out not too long ago.
America is fully owned by the Chinese. America will be your sacrificial offering. They make sacrifices unto gods. Once again, I say that we don't battle against flesh and blood, but this is all spiritual. Brothers and sisters, listen, if they sacrifice 6 million of their own people to Moloch, their god, to get what they got. Because in 1948, that's when they went into our land over there.
Pay attention to the end of this verse 14. What did he say? He said, why is he spoiled? Think, why is he spoiled? What did he say in the beginning of the book? If you don't keep them laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we spoiled. The people in these churches, you got about 10 churches on one block. Why are we still spoiled? If you go in any one of these churches right now and say, are you keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments? They going to tell you the law was done away with. In the beginning, he told us to keep the law. Matthew 5:17, what did he say?
Think not. The word think means put it in your mind. That means take a long thought with it. Let's get it as a matter of fact. Matthew 5:17. Let's find out what Christ said.
Because we never gonna get out of this situation if we, don't do what the Most High say.
We got Thanksgiving coming up, right? Huh? Christmas. We gonna hit this one. We gonna hit this. We gonna hit this.
Because when you talk to Christians,
just gonna close it out, yeah.
And when you talk to Christians, they really believe that the laws are done away with. And what is the red letters in the Bible? Who's speaking with the red letters? So how can you overthrow what the red letters say? So let's read.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
You see that? What is that saying? That's plain. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law. So how can you sit up and teach a whole church of people that the laws are done away with when Christ right here is saying? And you notice they never go to that scripture. I went to church all my life and I never heard this scripture from a pastor.
Pastor told you.
Now let's find out the reason why they telling you that the laws are done away with. Why? Because under Roman Catholicism, Rome is antichrist. So if they give you a doctrine and you've been to their schools, they're going to tell you to do away with the law. They're going to tell you that. Rome is straight blaspheming. Okay. We in, where we at?
Jeremiah the 23rd chapter, the first and second verse. Unless you know what the Most High says about these passages. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High. Therefore thus saith the Most High God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Most High. So that's what he's saying. Like, these pastors are scattering the sheep. They're not bringing them together, telling them who they are. You see what I'm saying? They scatter them. So they in all these different churches, different religions. Nobody even knows the difference between Methodists and Baptists. You got more music than Baptists. I mean, it's nonsense. It's crazy. So, keep on going.
And another thing, like I always tell people this too, and you know, it may be a little harsh. And when you talk to Christians, man, it ain't, you know, well, my pastor is my pastor that. I'm like, well, you in the congregation of the dead. You spiritually dead right now, and they get mad at you. But let's go to Proverbs 21 and 16. And when you try to show them scriptures out the book, you know, try to get them a little bit of understanding, what do? They push you away. If you ain't in the pulpit with a suit on and a tie, they don't want to hear you. If you don't have a big name and you ain't on TV, they do not want to hear you.
That's their spirit on them bulking up. Don't want to hear the truth.
21 and 16.
21 and 16. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So what does that mean? If you wander in the way of understanding is this book. Precept upon precept, line upon line. So if you wandering away from it, you in these churches, you're not getting understanding. You in the congregation of the dead. Because you spiritually sleep. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who you are. You don't know you still a slave. They think they free over here. Think they free. So you spiritually dead.
Okay. We're gonna hit this one right here. We're gonna go to because you know we have these holidays coming up. I just want to hit this right quick. Let's go to this is for brothers and sisters who don't have a clue what's going on. We're gonna go to Amos 5 and 21. This is for the brothers and sisters who don't have a clue what's going on. This is what he's telling you about your so-called feast days. Now, so the Amos, we're gonna hit Jeremiah 10. No, as a matter of fact, we're gonna go to Jeremiah 10, verse 2 first. Let's go to Jeremiah 10, verse 2 first. Then Amos 5 and 21. Jeremiah 10 and 2, first and foremost. We're going to find out what the Most High, He gave us simple understanding of what not to do. Because we don't have traditions and customs. So we adopt traditions and customs. So He's telling us, plain and simple. Read it.
Start at the first verse.
Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Most High speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
That's your Christmas tree.
They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Now look at this here. This was way back then. They was doing this then. So this is a tradition and a custom. So when what you primarily see on the top of the Christmas tree?
A star.
I say a what, son?
Star.
It's the star Moloch, right? And what do our people normally do when we go to retrieve presents under the tree? We have to do what?
Bow down.
We do what?
Leviticus 20:61.
Say it one more time, man. We
bow down.
And He told us not to bow down and serve any god. What do Muslims do? Don't they bow down?
5 times.
Are you here? You see? That's what kids and adults do when they bow down to go pick up presents. Let's go to Amos 5 and 21. Let's find out what he's talking about when it comes to your Thanksgivings and your Christmases and your feasts. Finish reading. Amos 5. Keep going.
Verse 24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years?
Now you heard
Israel.
Now watch this here. Now you heard what you hear what he said. So when Moses had him, when we came up out of Egypt, out of bondage, we went into the wilderness. We made all type of sacrifices to other gods. He's mad at us. It's getting ready to link right in. This is finna link right in with Deuteronomy 28:68. Hold fast and just watch. Watch what the Most High is getting ready to do. Keep reading. Watch it.
Verse 26. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch.
Hold on. There you go. Keyword Moloch. That links right in with Jeremiah 10 and 2. That's the star Moloch. There it go again. If you don't believe me, go home, type in star Moloch. That's that 6-pointed star. That's the 5-pointed star. That star Moloch. Keep reading. Watch this here. Watch what he say gonna do.
But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and chewing your images.
Come
the
on.
star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. Therefore will I curse you to go into captivity.
Say what? Keyword what?
Captivity.
Now he's talking about listen. He's talking about something that was gonna happen to this particular people. He's talking about the people that's getting ready to do what they're gonna do. He said what? What?
Therefore I will cause you to go into captivity.
Captivity. Future prophecy. Man, y'all won't pay, boy. Y'all have kindled a fire in my heart with anger. Boy, I'm getting ready to do it to y'all, man. Y'all still won't come back to me. I done brought y'all up out of there, and y'all still just disobedient. Look at them. What they gonna be doing? You know how many people gonna have chitlins for Thanksgiving? You know how many people? You know how many people gonna just do everything that's gonna oppose the Bible say not to do?
Listen to Chief Keef.
Listen to Chief Keef. This is the mindset of our people. This is Judah. But one thing I'm gonna say unto you, brothers and sisters, just be thankful that you all got opportunity to come into the truth. We got one more thing we're gonna go at. We're gonna go to what's that? 1 Peter. Let me see. 1 Peter. We're gonna go. The 2 Peter 1:22. This is gonna put the icing on the cake because y'all want to know one thing: that this particular us, what amongst you? Watch this here. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. There. You know that prophecy amongst you. I think that's. Bear with us, please. Hold on. I'm gonna let you brothers and sisters get on the out of here, man. Y'all ready to go? Yeah, y'all ready to partake in your solemn assembly? Y'all ready to go? Put them techies on the table. I got to hit this here just before we go. I just got to lay this down. Come on, man. That's not it. Come on.
Lamar,
What's up?
this is a ride, my great tip.
Yeah, he's out of here. He left about a month ago, as a matter of fact. So he's in Cairo doing good, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great to hear, man.
Him and his family, they left about a month ago.
Yeah, he said he was going to be using a magic jack, to communicate back.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure if I probably have to email him. I got his email address.
All prophecy. I got to find this right quick, brothers and sisters.
What scripture are you looking for? Maybe I can help.
That you will know that prophets were amongst you.
Talking about Ezekiel?
Is that it? I think that is.
33 and 31.
33 and 34.
Come on, let's hit it. We're gonna read this here. Y'all gonna know this. And then you all can get you some water and some cupcakes and all that other good stuff. Get it. Say like L to say.
You found it already, right?
Yeah. This is the only thing I want to tell y'all. We are the men of the Most High. And this is it. And we out of here. Get them with this here.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Yes, it will.
Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
There you go. We did our job. We've done our job. That's it. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. Take this brother right here. What's your nationality, brother? Tribe of what? Now listen. Sister Issachar too. How many Issacharians are you know gonna just realize they're the tribe of Israel? If this man went back home and started telling them brothers and sisters he's the tribe of Issachar and this and that, man, people gonna buckle up. Man, come on, man, we ain't trying to hear all of that. No, man, no, we're not. No, man, no. They ain't trying to hear that. Christ said many are called, but only a few are chosen. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Brother, you're on the right path. That's all I can say. And I've seen your face several times, even when we went to go get baptized. Hello. You been baptized yet, sister? Get ready. You got to hit that water. You might have to go to a swimming pool. Because, hey, look, man, listen. You know what? I heard brothers and sisters talking about, oh, man, I can't wait for the old school house party to come. Boy, we're going to have us a nice time. And I'm just saying to myself, I'm like, man, Barack Obama, the man crying because he know what he got to do. It's on his watch. He has an agenda to follow. He was appointed back in office. He was not nominated through votes. In front of them cameras is a stage, and they have to perform. He know what he's getting ready to do. It's on his watch. Brothers and sisters, this is it. May the Most High be with us. We got work to do. And he said, come up out here, my people. Her sins have reached unto heaven. Her sins are up there, man. And America has become the habitation of every foul demon, every foul spirit, every unclean, everything is right. You can do anything you want to do here.
Through, because battery just...
It's beautiful. Let it go on now, brother. We got it in. That's all I want to say, man. I'm just telling you, man. This is America. This Babylon, boy, at its fullest height. She has done. We built her. She's in debt. Now she's got to be destroyed. She's upholding everything. Homosexuality, murder. I'm talking about Chicago is the murder capital. And look at all these churches. If these churches was the way to go, don't you think, man, we'd have been found the Most High by now? Yeah, we're all in there. Huh? Don't it make sense? The Most High don't dwell in places that are built by hands. He's not in there. He is not in there. You getting ready to pray out?
First, let me bless you.
Yeah, bless. Yes,